Hmm. Gotta make sure the hair looks alright, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so what is going on, people? Well, today happens to be the 4th of July, so if you're gonna be out doing all that stuff, good luck to you with that. And some time ago, my good friend and one of the guys you've seen pop up on the channel from time to time, old Derek, he sent me a picture of something a while ago. He said, "Oh, this would be a good 4th of July shirt." And I was like, "I already have a 4th of July shirt." And since that happens to be today, you guys all get to see it. So there you go, Los Ingobernables de Japan. So, if you're familiar with New Japan Wrestling, or I guess Ring of Honor, and a little bit of CMLL, any of those, you probably know what I'm talking about. So, it's a federation, not a federation, a little faction, an amazing one actually. So there's that for you. Look it up if you want more details. All right, so I'm just gonna interrupt this real quick, let you guys know. I got a new hard drive the other day. Got one of those SSDs because Amazon had a pretty nice sale. So I'm doing this little backup on my computer, on my laptop, so that I can do the whole migration thing later, and all that good stuff. So if you happen to hear a bunch of noise in the background, that's because I have this laptop running right over here doing all this stuff. So hopefully it doesn't pick it up, but if it does and this sound is a little weird to you or a little annoying or whatever, I don't know what to tell you other than what I just told you. Let's see, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this little video knocked out real quick because my mom's supposed to be coming around for breakfast in like an hour or something like that. And since I happened to get these worn yesterday or the day before yesterday, that means I can do this wear test video or this comparison video, and she can take those back when she leaves and give them to my brother because, like I said, they're not staying in a collection, even though I do like them. But that's all stuff for another day. Actually, that already happened. So let's just go ahead and do this video, shall we? So these aren't in any particular order, but first I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory so you know what we're talking about on all three of these shoes. Now they are all different models, but they're all from the React family, right? So they're at least kind of comparable in that sense. Now first up we have the React Presto. Next up is going to be the React Vision, and then finishing things off the Element 87, right? So here's the thing, real quick, and I have full reviews over all of these, so you can find those probably at the end of the video, I guess, or in the description. So this right here, the React Presto, super comfortable, easily the lightest feeling of the bunch, right? Because especially with these, they have extra layers of things going on, so it is what it is. And when you're walking around, because this is pretty much just that little neoprene style upper and nothing else, your foot feels like it can move around a little bit more. It feels a little freer. In some ways it feels a little too free because the structure of the shoe is a little thicker, a little wider I should say, than some of the others. So it kind of feels like you got a little extra space in there. Now as far as sizing on these goes, normally I would go with a 9.5, or excuse me, with a 9 on Prestos because they only came in like the whole numbers. These do actually come in half sizes as well, but I still went with the 9 because that was what made sense, and they fit perfectly fine to me. So there's that for you. And as far as other things go, just wearing the shoe, like I said, because it feels like your foot isn't as secured in there, I wouldn't run in these, even though they technically are running shoes. But you can do whatever you want with that information. I'm just making sure I give you what I have taken from wearing these. So there's that for you. Moving right along, got this here, the React Vision. This is a new model. This came out not too long ago, and this was one of the first colorways of it. So you can kind of see it's a pretty busy shoe, right? Now, as far as wearing these goes, from this compared to these, and also with those, I'll say that the comfort in walking in them, as far as the sole goes, that's pretty much all the same because it's very much the same on every shoe, on all three of these. So that's nothing really different. It's the upper that really sets these aside. Just keep that in mind. So anyways, the upper on these, like I was saying, it is a little heavier only because there's more material and stuff going on. It's not like it's a super thick, super heavy shoe. It's not like a basketball shoe or something like that. It's just that when you're comparing some super lightweight shoes like this, any weight seems significant. So past that, when you have this kind of material that they have across the upper, it's kind of like a weird sort of jersey volleyball type of feel. I don't know how to describe it, but it does hinder your movement a little bit more than this, a little bit more than these, because again, straight up neoprene versus this mesh that they have going on, it's not bad at all. It's just that it's not going to be as fluid of a movement, at least maybe until you maybe break them in after several wears. But past that though, the one thing that I do like about these is that on the inside you have the straps that are holding the tongue down to the rest of the shoe, so it kind of helps you feel a little more secure in there. So these I could see running in. I still wouldn't, because I have my own preferences for running, but if you're looking at one out of all three of these, I might have to go with this. I'm very sure I would go with this for a running perspective. And then, I will also say that these are the heaviest of the bunch, just because these Element 87s, much like this, not a whole lot going on. Very thin. I mean, it's transparent. You can see through it. That's how thin they are. So you have that going on. The one thing about these though, when walking around, the upper, because of this weird material that they have, it doesn't feel as comfortable as any of these other two, because it just doesn't, right? And then past that, one of the pluses that it does have is that there's 3M on these, so right here on the lace areas and somewhere else, I forget exactly where, maybe on the laces themselves, but either way, there's 3M on here, so that's always a plus. But past that, and of course the cork insole, but as far as wearing the shoe and the things that actually matter there, these to me aren't as comfortable as any of these, only because, like I said, that upper material, it just feels kind of rigid in a way. And also this tongue, because it doesn't have any straps holding it in place, it just kind of does whatever it wants sometimes. So whereas something like this is just a one piece and this has the straps, like that kind of throws these off just a little bit for me as well. But what I do like about them, like I said, with the cork insole and the transparency, like it's just a cool look. And these happen to be a really nice colorway too. I actually like all three of these a fair amount. But yeah, so that's just kind of like the quick little comparison of each one. So now that we've said that, sizing wise though, these true to size, these true to size. So there's that. I probably didn't say it. And these more or less, go with your normal size. If you can't, if that's not available, I'd go down before I go up. So, and I'll say that would probably apply to these. These over here, I don't know, because I'd probably say the same thing. Probably say go down instead of up, just given how much room happens to be in them. But anyway, so now looking at these overall, right? If I had to choose one of these, I'm not really sure. It wouldn't be these. Only for comfort. I'm talking about for comfort. It'd probably be these. I really like Prestos, don't get me wrong. Maybe you saw the collection video. I have a fair amount of them. But just because you have a fair amount of something doesn't mean it's the best thing in the world, right? It's not the CM Punk, if you will. That is probably these. So right here, the reasoning, again, being that you've got the straps on the inside to help hold the shoe down. It gives you a little extra comfort. It doesn't feel so loose fitting. They've got a pretty cool look to them. And overall, the material just seems to be a little better to me as far as the overall materials go, like the quality of them and all that good stuff. I'm still kind of feeling on the fence about this little thing back there, but it is what it is. So past that, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm trying to think if there is anything that I didn't really cover, because when you're doing these comparison videos, there's a fair amount to talk about sometimes, but I think that I hit everything. If I didn't, there's a comment section down below. Go ahead in there and leave me a question or whatever. As long as it wasn't answered in the video, I will likely answer it. If it was answered in the video, I will probably reply to it, but not with an answer that you would really care for. So don't waste my time, don't waste your time. Just watch the video. Okay? Now, past that, oh yeah, pricing 140, 140, and 160, right? 160, yeah, so that's the other thing that I meant to mention. So overall, there you go. I don't have anything else for you. So have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'm gonna try to get this video up. It probably won't be up before Mom comes over for breakfast, but it'll be up at some point today, I'm pretty sure. So, all right, later people.